All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's is actually pretty important. We're also going to be covering some brand new stuff, including addressing the title directly. The title is probably something about cheating is over or a solution to cheating. I'm going to be talking about that right away. So this video is actually going to be talking about the updates coming to Minecadia factions for the spooky update, which takes place tomorrow, October 20th, Friday, 5 p.m. EST, with a brand new season of factions. So you may have noticed I have been uploading a Viper daily since it came out, but we will be returning to Minecadia content with this update. So let's talk about it, and let's talk about the title and what it all means. So first things first, with this update again taking place tomorrow, Friday, 5 p.m. EST on MeeZoid.minecadia.com, we have a lot of stuff going on, but most importantly, we have a brand new partnership with a Minecraft client called Crystal Client. You guys probably have heard of it if you've been in the factions community for a little bit. It existed for a while, then it went down, and it's going to be coming back up for this update and for our partnership. The reason being is because with this partnership, we're going to be allowing ourselves to explore some custom content alongside the client and some anti-cheating procedures. So we have been working alongside the Crystal Client team to introduce anti-cheat injection functionality into the client, which means players on Crystal Client will not be able to inject cheats. Obviously though, this functionality will not be perfect right away, but it will be, usable and good enough to the point that common clients like vape and all that sort of stuff will be blocked from being injected. And what we will be doing is over time adjusting to what players may try to bypass with, adding external cheat detectors and stuff like that, so that players just cannot cheat on the client overall, or at least like 90%, 99% of the time. That's our goal. Okay, over time we're going to be maintaining it, upgrading it, and we're going to be integrating this functionality with Minecadia directly. And based on the success of this partnership with Crystal Client, we may look to amplify the relationship a lot more on Minecadia itself, which we will obviously talk about in the future if it comes to that. But our first thing that we're going to be introducing with this partnership is a Crystal Client arcade. That means you're going to have a 1v1 and a gank arena in an arcade world that you must be on Crystal Client in order to warp there. So that means that these players at Crystal Client are obviously not going to be, or at least mainly will not be, cheating. Okay, and to top this off, like I said, obviously can't be perfect right away. So if you are caught cheating at Crystal Client warps, which is the arcade warp, then you will be permanently banned from that Crystal Client warp on your account, on your IP, on any accounts on your IP. So that means if you are caught cheating there, you just can never go back. And over time, this warp will kind of smooth out to be a completely legitimate warp. Off the bat though, like I said, like many common clients will be blocked. The clients that I'm always finding on Minecadia when doing my staff series, those will all be blocked. They won't be able to be injected or anything like that. So off the bat, that'll like clean it up a lot. And then on top of that, we will be screen sharing players in that warp, which means that if you're caught cheating, you're just permanently banned from the warp and you can never ever go back. But yeah, like I said, based on the success of this relationship, this partnership with Crystal Client, we will look to amplify this onto more stuff. But other than the arcade warp, the only other thing that will be coming with Crystal Client is a Crystal Planet, okay? And this planet is only for PvP, as you guys know, /planets is a thing. And the Crystal Planet is pretty much just a planet that is only for PvP. You can't place spawners there. You can build a base there, but there's no point because you can't place spawners. So it's literally only for /PvPs, which you guys know we do a lot of those on our channel. And that means that players that are going to be participating in those must be on a Crystal Client, which means they will likely not be cheating. So that's the first two ways we're going to be rolling it out on the server. And again, we're going to be slowly increasing, amplifying the relationship, adding more external cheat detectors, all that sort of stuff to the client, which should help us out in solving the cheating problem in some areas on Minecadia, which hopefully helps you guys have a better experience on the server. Warp Road has been vaulted. Okay, so obviously we want to centralize PvP a bit, so I'm going to address that in the next thing with the Nether revamp. So we're revamping Nether a bit to add more PvP stuff there. So I said in previous seasons, by the way, I'm referring to the changelog, which is already posted in the Discord by the time this video goes out. So you could read it, the text version there. But again, in previous seasons, we've introduced things in an attempt to add more PvP to the server, but we felt we were actually just spreading out PvP more, basically making it worse. Okay, so what we want to do this season is remove some stuff, centralize PvP a bit, and with that being said, we actually revamped Nether to have more stuff in it. So Nether has become more competitive with the following. We've introduced the Treasure Cove, which is the treasure island from Warp Road, but revamped. A lot of players really liked that, so we're adding it back and putting it in the Nether, which is pretty much just a regenerating chest area with OP loot. We're also introducing more Koths to Nether, another DTC, another CTF, and a Nether hardpoint, and also some more fun ganks to the Nether build has been added. Additionally, it is now a Halloween theme to go with the spooky season theme. Speaking of spooky season, we have added some new things with the Halloween theme. So We have a new G-Kit called the Spooky G-Kit being released. We have a Headless Horseman boss that has a chance at dropping the G-Kit gem for you guys to unlock. We've introduced a new partner item called the Trick or Treat, which is a chance to get Strength 4 for 6 seconds, or every debuff in the game for 6 seconds. 50% chance for each. Then we've introduced Scream, which the Ghostface character from the Scream movies will spawn on the gank side of regular arcade randomly. He's very OP, but he will also drop very OP rewards to the last hitter of the boss. So whoever gets the last hit on the boss will get some OP rewards, and it does spawn randomly in that arcade. Voyages, big shout out to the admins Rolith, Exidium, and Trojan File. They have added some special updates for this season for phase 5 of Voyages. It's going to have brand new rooms, revamps for both Voyages, Voyage Wars, and Battles, in addition to some quality of life changes. And just stay tuned for more info on this update. Obviously, I think we're going to do the same thing we always do with Voyages, where we just release the update and you guys have to learn it, and that's the fun of it when it first releases. So stay tuned for that this season. It's intended to be fully released or partially released early on in the season by the time Voyages is enabled via /fund. We have added skill trees for players to be able to grind and advance their own personal skill tree for buffs and benefits on Minecadia factions. Should be pretty fun. We've also brought back crew challenges, but revamped it to skill challenges that players can complete for skill points to spend on the tree. So that should be pretty fun. And also squad events now will give players a skill point every time that they win one. Expedition changes, we have removed damage buffs and resistance buffs that may have been given from like strongholds inside of Expedition World. So everything will be like an equal fight inside of those worlds. Ghost Mask has been removed from Expeditions. The Plate Mail enchant has been added as an Expeditions enchant. Economy, as per request, the sell prices of certain mobs have been nerfed. Certain mob drops have been nerfed. Community items, this is a thing that we announced a few weeks ago, that we're going to be looking for suggestions from the community for an armor set, an enchant, a star item, an admin item, a balloon, etc. that will be suggested by one of you guys and then introduced into the game and named after you. So we're going to be doing that in the middle of this season. So there's still plenty of time for you guys to suggest stuff in the Discord using the suggestions channel. And we'll be looking through that, selecting them, and, you know, obviously it'll get introduced into the game. We added some miscellaneous quality of life features. /filter will now save from map to map. /noti saves from map to map. We have added a stained glass gen bucket where you can select your own or any color to gen, as well as a rainbow design. We've added a pane and /events to say the active event benefits and what faction has it and for how long. We added a last captured section in the events UI as well. I believe fund is the same as last map, but you can verify that in the Discord. Enchants, Halloweenify, Unvaulted, Cursed Mark, Unvaulted, Rotten Decay, Unvaulted, New Heroic Rune, Spiritual Essence 3, which is a chance to gain a full heart when you take damage, and assistance from the spirits, giving you a second chance at life with a Phoenix. Requires life essence 3 to apply, obviously, because it's heroic. Spider Pet, Unvaulted, Spirit Pet, Unvaulted. Scream Pet has been introduced, which is a right click to turn every enemy in a nearby radius completely opposite of where they are looking. They'll also hear a scream from a ghast, and the resistance will also be removed for some time, which automatically returns. This is all based on a level. So the first level range is a 4-block radius and a 3-second resistance removed, all the way up to level 100, which is a 12-block radius and a 6-second resistance removal. Masks, Vampire Mask has been unvaulted, Agent Mask abilities has been added to the Ghost Mask, and the Agent Mask has been vaulted, and the Carver Mask has been unvaulted. Some changes to star items. We have removed the Immune to Soul usage ability from the Nitro. We have revamped the Chroma, so it now has a 25% pet color negation. We have a Spectral ability, 100% Holy White Scroll negation, and then +2 max hearts. The Ancient Empty Mask has been introduced, which basically carries the power of being able to add 3 of your own masks to it, kind of like the admin item mask. The Soul Reaper has been introduced, which you can left click to attach to any weapon, including diamond hooks. This will make you immune to soul usage, deal an extra 10% damage to all enemies, hit through your opponent's spectral ability, and a 100% chance to block an enemy's Phoenix. Armor sets, we are introducing the Werewolf armor set, which has the Hellhound ability that summons demon dogs, as well as gain speed 5 and deal 1.5 times damage temporarily. The Axe of the Werewolf set has a virtual bleed 6 enchantment on it, so that means like you don't need the enchant on it, but it'll have bleed 6 on it, which is pretty cool. Koth has been buffed. The weapons will now negate opponent's prot 5. And some small miscellaneous changes. The ×2 adventure XP buff from the events has now been changed to Expeditions XP, obviously. And the bug with Spectral not proccing on Koth armor and Chroma Star item has been fixed. All right, so that's what I have right now. There might be some small changes from this as opposed to the final version that's in the Discord. But again, the main part of this season, which we've been working on, is the anti anti-injection cheat with Crystal Client. We really want to see if this will work well, and then we can amplify this up on the server to be involved with more content to stop cheating as much as we can, because we want to have a legitimate experience for you guys, the new players that want to get into the server, and it should be pretty fun for you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much all for this video. Just want to talk about the upcoming changes to Minecadia, what you guys can expect, and hopefully if you guys are cheaters on Minecadia, you consider this a new start to be able to experience a non-cheating experience. I know a lot of people that cheat only do it because other people do it, so here is a time that you can enjoy a non-cheating area on Minecadia. And man, I just think, you know, it's good. As you guys know, if you get caught cheating, if you think that you're slick and you're bypassing our anti-injection and all that sort of stuff, or you're using something external and you get caught, you are permanently banned from this warp forever and you cannot experience it again. So this is your time to be legitimate alongside everybody else. Hopefully you guys can experience this, enjoy it, and I will see you guys there tomorrow, MeeZoid.minecadia.com, for the release. I am actually bringing Tally online for Minecadia, so it should be pretty funny, and we'll see you guys there, I guess. Okay, that's gonna be all. I will see you guys next video. Peace out.